This is the communal house, a place where everyone gets together. The men's bows and arrows are left outside. Inside, it's dark, warm, and dry. Men, women, and children eat, talk, and sleep here. Kelomore means rain is falling, which it does every day here. These are taro roots being cooked in hot ashes. I was invited to stay longer and take a nap, so I laid down for a few moments. But there was more to explore. While I was napping, Caroline was handing out money. It was payday. I suddenly felt like somebody catapulted me a few hundred or 1,000 years into the present. Then the meeting commenced, and Octopianos, the leader, voiced some concerns.
They were asking why certain people who started at the same time are now receiving different wages. And I can explain it, which I will do in a few minutes, by the fact that in Utukini at the center we give them higher wages because we're with them all the time and we have many different kinds of activities. Out here in the village we give them more leeway, where I'm sure they don't spend their days in the coffee fields. Part of the time they're taking care of other family problems, and when a pig feast comes up they take off. Okay. Their good argument is that we just took on 2 new employees at Utukini. One is just the person who watches the gate, and the other one is someone to help us with all the activities. And they say that the wages that the new employees are getting are equal to the wages that some of the people here are getting that have been working for a long time. And so that gives me something to think about, because they're right.
I had only one day in this wonderful little village. Hardly any time to get to know these people and their precious way of life. Yet as the day progressed, I became more and more enchanted and curious about them. Who are the Amungme? What is their story? And how do they feel about all that's happening to them? That night, I crawled into my sleeping bag, my mind flooded with thoughts about them. The next morning I arranged for a meeting with the big man, or chief of the village. I would like your permission to come back and with your help try to tell a story about the Amungme. I would like to compare the lives of Amungme in the furthest valleys, like Jila
Alama,
Alama,
Bella.
Bella, and then Hoya, and maybe Arwanop, Singa Arwanop, and see how life has changed.
Ay no liakel. Tora mo ama mo kajaring no liakel. Ayam mo na yu liakel nga.
Okay. He says, you're young coming to me and I'm old. I'm old already. Do you think that, will you be back before I die?
I will do my best. I hope maybe in 3 months or 4 months, but as soon as I can. My encounter with the Amungme took place in September of 2000. I told him I'd be back in 3 or 4 months. That makes me terribly late. It is my hope to return there as soon as possible and tell the story of the Amungme.